Cybernation Uncensored.
All right, we're officially live. Everyone should be able to see us and hear us now. Everybody say hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, everybody in chat, let us know if you don't hear anybody, somebody's muted, or a camera freezes for too long. Just let us know. If any glitching happens, we'll try to get it fixed as soon as possible. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. This is our Team Veritas. We do the last Wednesday of every month. They just got done with their first campaign and first big story. And this is going to be kind of a special episode, a special session of the team, just getting into some role-playing, hanging out at the 24-hour cafe in the Upper Marina. But I'll get into that in just a moment with just a mini recap as well. But before we get into that, let's do like we always do. Let's go around the table. Everybody introduce yourself, tell people where they can find you online, and introduce your character as well. Will, you want to start it off?
Hi, my name's Will. You can find me on Twitter at Billy Huddles or, in the Discords as Rook. And then I'm playing the media known as Looper. Very Gonzo-esque madman of a investigative journalist.
Oh, yeah.
Who's riding high after he just, completed a story taking down the Orlov family with the help of the rest of Veritas. So.
Hell yeah. Yeah, and shout out to Renegade. Thanks for the resubscribe. I know you've been subscribing since day one and you keep re-upping. Thanks so much, man. You're a good supporter. Renegade, they're part of Team Ghost, who hopefully we're rescheduling. We had some downtime during the holidays, and then Terabella had a new job come up, so we've been working out some scheduling. So shout out to Renegade. Valerie, why don't you take it from here?
Big Val, playing Phoenix the Fixer. She's a riot. That's all I gotta say about her.
And where can people find you online? Don't forget.
At cyber_Valerie on Twitter. And then follow Trigger off of there.
Oh, yeah, sounds good. And Joe.
Hi, I'm Jansik. I play Wolf the Solo. You can find me on most social media as Jansik_1. And Wolf is a bit on the psychotic side. He's a little off the deep end since the Fourth Corporate War. Kind of had some losses in his life and is kind of just here to kill some things for these media people.
Very true. And Tracy.
Hello, everybody. I am Tracy. I go by Mismatch Tech on the internet. I am a streamer / cosplayer, all that stuff. And yeah, I am playing Ellie, our nomad. And she is a nomad from a clan outside of Night City, but she has been basically living in Night City her whole life. But she gets herself into some trouble sometimes. Well, at least in this campaign, she's gotten herself into some issues with her vehicle being taken many times. And if I'm not mistaken, we did take a vehicle, and at the end of our last session, we have like a new car. Or no, we have the junker. Okay, never mind. We have that junker car. So I have to figure out the car situation with Ellie right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you do have
she's the
that
nomad
now,
of the group. Yeah.
Exactly. Well put. Shout out to Ward Daniels. Thanks for the subscribe. Yeah. And thanks for asking how I'm doing. I'm doing very well. I'm having some Cyberpunk gameplay right now. Enjoying it. Hey, Naomi. Why don't you take it from here?
Hi, I'm Naomi. I go by Mad Lass McGee. I play Cynthia the exec. Chillin'. The executioner, as we so eloquently put it last session. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, thanks for all the gifted subs there, Ward Daniels. Very cool.
Wow.
And hey, I'm Rob Mulligan. I'm the game master here. I'm also the founder of Cybernation Uncensored, where you can find lots of gameplay, tutorials, video series, all kinds of stuff. And it's not just me. We have lots of other game masters as well, and people running up other series and such. Me and will be doing a deep dive for the media role next week. I think we're working on it next Tuesday, I believe. And then GM Capricious Nature, you see there in chat, he runs a Fallout game every Friday and a Cyberpunk Red Nomad team every Saturday. And you can catch my Fallout team every Friday right before Capricious Nature. It's kind of our Fallout Friday, full day of Fallout on our channel. And then usually the last week of every month, I have my other teams. My team Veritas last Wednesday, my team Ghost. We usually try to fit in on one of the last days. And I'm getting ready to start up our Dune gameplay. Tracy's going to be part of that. It's an all-fem cast. It's going to be
can't wait.
I think Team Witches is the team we're going with because everybody's a Bene Gesserit. It's going to be a real unique setup, a real unique house setup. So our session 0 should be in just a few weeks. My mind went blank on what day we finally locked in. I think it was the 13th, but don't quote me. It's a Sunday.
Yes, the 13th.
Hey, I remembered. Okay, so
I believe.
yeah, but anybody watching, just join the Cybernation Uncensored Discord or Facebook group, anywhere you see us on social media, and you'll see our calendar. We have a very active community. Also, make sure you follow and subscribe to Cybernation Uncensored here on Twitch and on YouTube. We also have a podcast for anybody not into the video thing, so check that out. So yeah, let's get into just a mini recap, and then we'll get into the session. The team had their very first campaign that stretched out over the course of a handful of months and sessions. I think it got up to session 7. There was a loss in there. One of the teammates, rest in peace, Ace, got taken out, but got some good information for the team during that kill. A new player got to join the team, Wolf, friends with Phoenix and the crime family that they both sold themselves to back in the day. But yeah, the team is running Veritas, up-and-coming Neocorp media corporation. They're trying to bring some truth to the streets of Night City and break some good stories. Their first one was kind of crazy. They were supposed to break this story about the police chief Reppin, using Vice to basically steal shit and, rob people and do busts, but then take all the goods and stuff for himself or whoever he's working with, potentially this crime family, the Orlov family. But as it turned out, the Orlov family found his missing daughter from years ago and had her in some brain dance setup, not even knowing what's up for a long time. And she basically, they were using her to control the police chief. To do all this Vice stuff and steal goods and all that. But the team busted it. They went all through it. And believe me, there's a lot more details, NPCs that they met, plot twists, little sticky situations, and fun dice rolls. Check all that out by checking out all the previous sessions. They're on the Cybernation Uncensored YouTube. Shout out to No Roadie for the follow. Really appreciate that. But yeah, check it all out on the YouTube. All the VODs there to get all the juicy details. Where we left, the team reunited. Police Chief Reppin with his daughter. They had a nice thing and went off. We'll say the team, cleaned up, went out drinking, got some rest that night, and then they decided, hey, let's take a break. We're gonna break this story, which Looper had a great role, great credibility. It was highly believable. They basically took out the Orlov family. So much so that their sponsors even hit them back up and were like, you know what, we do want to be attached to this story. Originally, none of them wanted to. They had to kind of find money through other avenues and other hookups to pay for this endeavor. But after it turned out being the way it was, their sponsors hit them up. You guys ended up profiting like 8,400 eddies, right? I think that was the number. Yeah, after all bills covered. So you have that 8,400. The story came out. I think Looper actually has that article that he'll read in a moment to break down kind of what happened. And then we'll say the team had 2 weeks downtime. Now, in that 2 weeks, you can do anything you want. You can take a week for therapy, 2 weeks for therapy. You can hustle for a week and therapy, hustle for both weeks, make some side cash. You can spend some of that money, I guess, or maybe the money's sitting there till today for you guys to decide how you're divvying it up or what you're doing with it. But either way, that's kind of where we're at. We'll say the team got back together after that time, and you decided to go grab a bite to eat at the 24-hour cafe in the Upper Marina. And anybody that watches my weekly Sirenscape game, you've probably seen the team have some downtime in between campaigns at the cafe. Let me bring up that image so we can look at it. I wasn't able to fit everybody around the table, so I'm going to bring up the image of the cafe here for our post on Roll20. I'm going to bring up some Sirenscape. Shout out to Sirenscape, official sponsor of Cybernation Uncensored. Coming through with those awesome sounds. Let me get that cafe going. All right. Yeah, you should be able to hear it now. And there you go. Team's hanging out. You basically get to the 24-hour cafe. It's busy, as always. People everywhere. But after just a short wait, the typical waitress is there all the time, bright red hair, almost like from an old 50s catalog or so, comes up to you with her apron to seat you in the booth, takes you to the booth, and hey, y'all, have a good time, sit down, take a look at the menus. The little hologram order system isn't working, so I'll be back. My name's Donna, call me if you need anything. She shows you her little name tag, Donna, and she walks off. There's menus on the table, and you can see it's kind of a spread of everything. This is kind of what you would expect from a cafe diner. Typical breakfast foods and things like that. It is about that time of the day, so everybody wants to kind of take it from here and role play it out for your food and drink.
She is way too lively for this time in the morning.
Oh, she's sweet.
Sounds like she's from the other coast.
I think that was somebody else's coffee.
Yeah, I think that was already on the table.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten ours yet.
We didn't even order yet.
Why would you do that?
Right?
Donna comes back and grabs that cup. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I didn't clear that. Don't drink that. What is wrong with him? She walks off with it.
So many things.
But at least bring hot. Oh.
How about just don't drink out of random cups on the table?
Listen,
Was it that long of a night?
I've been staying up a little too late. You know.
So we didn't fix that problem that you had over the past couple of weeks then?
So,
Didn't
problem?
go seek any therapy or maybe spend some time?
I mean, yeah. I mean, did that. I wouldn't say we had so much of a problem as, we had a little bit of temporary success.
Okay.
Help.
We'll go, yeah, let's go with
Whatever
that.
works, right?
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah. That sounds great.
Yeah, Donna comes back to the table. Well, can I get anybody anything to drink to start off with? If you got your meal, I can get the meal going. Anybody want to order? Ladies first. She looks towards Phoenix.
I would like some coffee. And
Coffees for
French toast.
everybody, please.
Yes, please.
I want French toast already.
Okay, some French toast. Okay, got it.
You
I
got
can do
the-
some pancakes.
Sure. Just some
I'll
flapjacks.
have the breakfast burrito, please.
All right, fully loaded
Yes, please.
for the gentleman.
2 slices of dry toast.
Okay, no butter, no jelly, jams, nothings.
Eggs, protein.
Just toast, man.
Okay.
Donna, don't mind him. He is just a menace to society.
Okay.
Yeah, not me. Let's have some real food. You got some toast. Let's get some of that. The closest thing you have, the pork sausage. That'd be great. Some of those synth eggs.
Oh.
Some of those hash brown things. That has those things that are kind of like potatoes. I think it's just fried kibble or something. But hey, they're pretty good. So all that.
He knows how to eat. I like him. I like this guy. She goes off to get your orders ready. Yeah, and at this time, I think it'd be kind of cool before we get into kind of what the team's been up to the past 2 weeks and things. Let's start it off maybe Looper role play out. Ask if everyone saw the article. Obviously, it came out a couple weeks ago, all the blurbs and stuff. But you had some time to kind of work on the big release, the official Veritas release on your own website, your own elaborated article and stuff. I think it'd be cool to show that off.
Yeah, did you guys all catch the post? I posted it up about a week ago, just after I got out of rehab.
Oh yeah, that was fantastic. It was all over the garden and it was shared everywhere. And heck, I was down at the bar. We hang out a lot of times, and they were talking about it. I don't think we would even have had to read it.
I was gonna say I got it right here. If you guys wanna hear it out.
Hell
Go ahead.
yeah.
I can listen to it.
Go on.
Let's check it out.
Title or the headline. Importify CEO exported to prison. A lot of people in the import-export business say it's a give-and-take relationship. For the Orloff family, it was more of a quid pro quo with NCPD's Vice. An inside source had originally contacted this reporter with a bad smell coming off Vice, and more specifically its head honcho, Chief Rippin. When my source had gone sniffing around, he was quickly dispatched back to the beat away from the goings-on at the precinct to give a call to yours truly. Veritas Media is operated by a small band of grinders and shakers, formerly including the late ex-NCPD detective Barry Ace O'Connell.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. A haggard, gruff man, he always gave me the impression of the hard-boiled PIs from those old flat black and white crime noir movies. Ace was all too familiar with the growing corruption of the NCPD, and his attempts to interfere had cost him his job. Needless to say, it's easy for stories like this to take on a personal nature when you're that close to it. Although Ace wasn't the only one connected to this case on a personal level. 10 years ago, the daughter of NCPD's Vice Chief Rippin had been kidnapped. With no leads, the case had gone cold. The department's golden boy had been publicly praised for leading Vice to many busts, giving him the quite shiny reputation as being a man on a mission to clean up the city. Surprisingly, with even the air in this city is thick with so much grime, most people didn't question such a sterling reputation for some reason. Our initial investigations found us on the trail of Detective Garcia of NCPD Vice, one of the department's few detectives showing cracks in the facade. With some gentle coaxing, he was all too willing to spill the guts of Vice's shady underbelly. Even though Vice was busting gonks at unprecedented levels, only 10% of the take was making it back down to the precinct, with the other 90% going somewhere else. Unfortunately, with details unknown, Garcia was shot later that night by an unknown assailant. Getting a lead on these busts was not easy. At key points in our investigation, we were accosted by members of Vice disguised as fake booster gang members, and rumors were spread to start discrediting Veritas Media. All this only served to show we were on the right track, and somebody was trying to stop the train. We struck pay dirt finding a bust drop-off between Vice and the Orloff family. It became clear that Vice were the ones taking orders, as they delivered countless crates of confiscated evidence into the Russian gang's possession without so much as a single Eddie exchange. It seemed all that was left was to confront the man himself, Chief Rippin. There was no doubt at this point that the man's hands were dirty, and we soon found out the shit on his hands wasn't all his own. We were lucky to get in a word with the chief while he was out to dinner with his wife. It became clear during the conversation that his bodyguard nearby was more of a guard dog, and Chief Rippin was his prisoner. He had been made into a puppet for the Orloff family after they had sent him proof of it, that his daughter was alive. One severed finger. In an attempt to get some intel, we took a trip to the Chrome Catheter, a known hangout for Russian nationals in Night City. While we found nothing inside, Ace followed a mook into the alley, one with the signature Orlov eagle and sickle tattoo. Ace was able to get the mook to give away his boss and the Importify Corporation as Orlov's criminal headquarters. Tragically, a swarm of Russian gang members were descending upon us at that moment, and Ace heroically made a stand so that we could escape with our lives. They murdered Ace in cold blood, but his sacrifice was not in vain. We had everything we need to take the fight to the Orlov operations doorstep. The leeches had been lying in wait until Rippin, whose reputation on the force was nothing short of a paladin, and he had gained enough status to be useful in Importify's less than legal trades. An inside source provided files to Veritas Media, directly naming the Orloff family in an illegal import and export trades. More importantly, it led us to a family reunion. Coordinates that were discovered in Orlov's very office had led us to a less than abandoned cube hotel deep in the hot zone. Medtechs, Russian guards, and a nightmarish Borg named Charlie did not seem like this decrepit hovel's usual clientele. After a brief exchange of ideas, we were able to convince one of the resident medtechs to assist with waking up the hotel's sleeping guests. In addition to the family reunion of the Rippins, who were all too willing to provide testimony against the Orloff family, we were fortunate enough to also rescue a hapless victim of the Orloff family, who was also being held in a VR prison at the Cube Hotel. A woman by the name of Kira was able to connect the missing dots in this case, as well as providing additional testimony that was the nail on the coffin for the Orloff family and the major operations. Kira's testimony led to major charges of blackmail, conspiracy, wire fraud, criminal intimidation, tax fraud, kidnapping, bribery, and various other crimes. With the majority of the Orlov family, as well as several members of NCPD Vice behind bars, it seems that justice for Chief Rippon's family and Night City has been served for now. And that's the way the kibble crumble.
Hey, that was
Hey.
awesome.
So good. Amazing.
Yeah, that was great.
Wow.
10 out of 10. Amazing article.
I got to hear snippets. I never actually got to hear the whole thing, so
That's awesome.
Well, in character, how's everybody
Amazing.
reacting to him showing it off now that you've seen?
Oh,
Yeah,
my
same
heavenly
with where I
stars.
was.
That gave me goosebumps.
I
I
can't
see
If I
what
had
you're
my
doing.
coffee, I would
Impressed.
toast it, but I don't got my coffee.
Yeah, I especially like the part about our exchange of ideas when we were at the Coffin Hotel.
I mean, not trying
Very-
to intimidate us. I mean, man, hopefully they catch that unknown assailant. That
Oh,
right
yeah.
there.
Man,
They're going to be looking a long time because that guy is... Rest in peace.
I can't believe we did all that. Yeah, as you
I
were
know.
talking through everything, it's like we accomplished a lot.
That was a hell of a week.
Yeah.
Wait, was that only 1 week?
Only been a week.
Yeah.
Only been a week, dude.
Did we even go to sleep?
It's just a
Did we
just
sleep,
barely.
shower?
it's a
Did we
normal.
sleep, shower shit?
I don't think so. I think that was just a normal week in Night City for Team Veritas. You know?
Honestly, yeah. So what's
Longest
next
week of
week's-
my life.
Oh my god.
That's funny. Speaking of which, like getting all that done, the end result was 8,400 in profits. I don't know if anybody wants to bring that up.
That is
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we made some money.
Yep, 8,400 eddies. So we have a couple options what we can do with it. We can split it up equally among the team. We can invest it back into business. We can basically do whatever. It's profit.
Donna stops by and drops off the food and coffees. Here you go, and you could also leave a really big tip for your favorite waitress, Donna. Sorry, I overheard that a little bit. I'll stay out of it. She kind of walks off laughing.
Well, I'm definitely going to tip her really great.
You know, with ears like that, we should hire her.
Honest.
Right?
Right? She can be a little spy here in the dining room. Jeez. Well, I suggest we just go ahead and make sure our bills are covered. Split it
Yeah.
6 ways so that our building is our 6th person.
That's pretty much already, profits basically mean like
Yeah, that
excess
was-
money.
That was what? That was after we paid off everything, right?
Yeah, but we should always have a cushion over there. Unless we use that cushion to go have a little big old vacation. But we should always have a little cushion. Just in case we have to relocate.
I don't think we'll need to relocate anytime soon. I mean,
Yeah,
our biggest threat's kind of
Everybody's loving us right now.
Oh, yeah.
exactly. Well, I actually shouldn't jinx it because I feel like if we talk about how great everyone loves us, we're gonna walk back home and find our house on fire. Like,
Oh, yeah. Both my brothers at the NCPD said, you know, they're loving us.
Yeah, that means somebody's hating us.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
I can
Oh
think
my
of I can
God.
think of a crime family that probably really hates you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should send them some love letters in jail.
We can make some improvements on the building.
I think
That's
that
true.
might,
Some more security.
yeah, that might be wise.
Yeah.
Part of me
Or we can
thinks
just spend
that
the money and go on a great vacation because we all earned it.
I mean, what did
Part
you guys
of
do the
me-
past 2 weeks?
thinks the responsible thing is that we should invest back into the company. I mean, obviously our bills are paid and everything, but we should take a portion of it and put it back into the business. Obviously, we're probably still going to get some good jobs from here moving forward, but I'm just thinking kind of financially smart here. I'm sure, Cynthia, you know how it is with with corporations and companies. They like to take a lot, and not saying we have to work like Arasaka or Biotechnica or any of them, but it might be good to think about.
Considering that article went over well, the investigation went over well, I assume jobs are probably going to start coming to us rather than us having to hunt them out. I'm not really worried on that front too much.
We always have to have a backup cushion.
Were you just because weren't you finalizing the contracts with our sponsors this past week or something?
Yeah, I've been up to my eyeballs in paperwork for like the last week. The week before that, though, I did a little therapy, had a little spa day, took care of myself.
Nice.
So, some good food, relaxed, slept for the first time in like a week.
So I went and had some therapy too. I noticed kind of when we went into the hot zone, I was not quite myself, a little twitchier than normal. And given I'm normally twitchy, but just a little twitchier than normal. I figured I should see my doc. I went and saw him, and I sort of charged it back to Veritas Press. So I kind of could use a little money if that's okay. That's all I need. I don't need to buy anything else, but I could really
Call
use
it
that
work-related
paid for.
expenses.
Good for you, Wolf. That self-care is important. Good for
Um,
you. That's
important.
Well, yeah, I
told me I would take you on a spa day with
He's
me.
going crazy on
hashtag
us.
self-care. Yeah.
I would take you on a spa day with me. You should have told me.
Yeah. So if you need somebody, I went and saw Dr. Edmund Wisner, and he does a great job. He has all the new techniques with brain dance stuff. You come out feeling like you're walking on a cloud. It's fantastic. I was like I was a new person at the end of the week.
Well, you seem like you got a little bit of a pep in your step.
I hope so. I was kind of getting down, and I think this really helped me out a lot. Us taking out some real bad guys, and that hardly ever happens in Night City. So it's been great being with you guys. I know I haven't been with you long, but it's been fantastic. I'm glad that the family sent me over here.
We lost one. We lost a good one and gained a good one. 50-50.
Yeah. I hate you lost Ace. He seemed like he was a great guy.
Wolf, what's your I never asked, man, but what's your real name? I mean, did your parents name you Wolf?
That'd be kind of cool.
So I am Native American. That's where I'm from. And my name's John Running Wolf. I kind of picked up Wolf. I kind of picked up Wolf during the corporate war, and it's stuck since then.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in case it never came out, because I'll tell you once, and you never call me it again. But it's Homer, Homer S tier.
Your name's Homer.
Homer S tier.
Oh my! I'm never gonna let you live this down. I hope you know this.
You knew that already, Cynthia.
I know, but I love hearing you say
Play
it.
it up for them.
Your last name's Tier?
My last name's Tier.
And that's pretty crazy because even all the way up in Night City, Cyberpunk Red, the year of 2040 something that we're in now, they're up to like Simpsons season 200 and what now, or what are they up to?
It's become a historical name.
Yeah, like it's still going. Yeah, like Australis plays says Simpsons is probably still running in 2077. I think it is.
I have no doubt in my mind it would be.
You can rock that avatar in the video game.
Yeah.
What was that, Wolf? What were you saying?
I was saying, and still got the Star Wars trilogy going on movie 18.
Yeah, right. There's several generations down the Skywalker line at this point.
Every trilogy is worse than the last.
Yeah. Oh God.
Oh, how could that be possible?
By the final one, it turns into the movie Idiocracy. Like the Jedi's are just.
Oh my God.
They're on couches. They're like, I'm baiting. He's got like a lightsaber.
No.
Anybody seen that movie? Anyway,
funny.
Welcome to the Jedi Temple. I love you.
Absolutely.
welcome to the Jedi Temple. I love you. That's awesome. Okay, all jokes aside, though, what you got that money. I think everyone decided let's divide it up, making a sixth the house, the home base to put money towards to invest in security, building up whatever you want to do. I like that idea. I think everyone sounded like they agreed with that. So somebody wants to do the math on that 8,400. In the meantime, I see, Wolf did some therapy. Yeah, you had 2 weeks, so you spent a week doing therapy. I imagine you had a week doing some hustling to make some side cash. Did everybody, and Looper, you said you did some therapy?
I went to rehab. Putting down the synth coke.
Oh, poo. I don't have a little sick coke.
Wow.
Well, in case you didn't
Are
notice,
you sure? Because I may have acquired a little something that I don't think I'm ever going to use.
Yeah, well, that's, as you saw, that was definitely putting a strain on me, and now my nights I'm staying up late, not because of synth coke, but because I developed a different addiction. But
Which is?
Which is?
This could be.
I've been getting really into Elflines Online.
Oh, okay. I thought this was
Elflines.
That Jig
I
Dig
said
Street
Elflines.
picking up those joy toys, have you?
Elflines.
Wait, what is it?
I've been playing a lot of Elflines Online.
Elflines Online.
Oh, absolutely.
Look, I needed something to kick in the time. I mean, I did have. I don't know if you guys watched the show Hot Zone Divers, but you might see my name in the credits of upcoming. One of my old colleagues back in the day, he does camera work on that show, and needed someone to fill in. And he saw my footage from us being in the hot zone, said I had experience, asked if I wanted to fill in, so got to do some camera work for that show for a day. Had a good 100.
Nice. Did everybody else get a chance to roll for their side hustle, or do they need to do it on stream? Let me know.
I rolled for mine. I didn't know if you wanted to. Did you want me to roll
fine.
for my therapy?
No. Yeah, you can do that, just so you know. But Ellie, did Ellie already roll for her side hustle?
I did not. I would like to roll for mine.
Yeah, because what I wanted to do is anybody that hasn't rolled for it yet, roll it now in Roll20. Just hit that D6. Let me know what the title is, and then we'll go around the table to everyone that already did, so you can kind of describe what it is while Ellie spends a little bit of time thinking of her story. Mm-hmm. What was it here? Number 3. Okay, I don't have the book open. It should be on page 184. I got mine too. Ooh.
Fancy.
Mine is my third printing. Shout out to Artalsorian Games that has all the nice updated errata.
I gotta get that.
Yeah, I'm horribly bad about actually keeping up with it unless it's in the book.
Yeah. And I do use the book a lot. Okay. Let's see. I don't think this is side hustle.
It's fresh toast. It's
what number did you roll?
How's your guys' food?
3.
Okay, 3 is smuggled some small contraband. What roll are you? What rank? Sorry. Your roll ability rank.
It is 5.
Okay, so you made 200 eddies.
Ooh.
Smuggling some small contraband. So you can think of what that small contraband is, who you smuggled it for or something. Maybe a little story to go with that if you want. But while you think about that, let's go around the table to everybody that kind of already rolled and already kind of knows what they did. Looper, you started off because you kind of already gave a little hint to your Elfline's addiction and your camera work. Why don't you reiterate that as your side hustle?
I had rolled a 5 early. I didn't know if anyone saw it. Yeah, but I'm rank 5. It still got me 100 eddies. So, it's at no good stories or leads this week. So, there is in the book for next to, on the sidebar for Network 54. There's several shows that it talks about. Looper, I was working on Hot Zone Divers. It's a reality show, which we all know it's scripted. It's not even a secret at this point. But hell, it was still kind of a fun time. They are all pretending like they're nomads, which is kind of ridiculous since I spent a lot of time hanging out with an actual nomad. So it was a little freaking ridiculous. But There you go. I made 100 eddies on the side there, and got to spend the most of my time. I was actually hanging out, because I don't have the system to play Elflines online, so I was actually spending a lot of time at Vero's Braindance Cafe, and then I was able to convince her to lend me the setup. And I got to level 1. I mean, I'm still a noob, but I mean, I got to level 1, but
Don't you know that they have an agent version of it? There's a mobile agent version.
Oh, don't tell me that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We need him to focus.
How do you think I was talking to you while I was wandering around?
Looper looks confused.
I'm gonna download that.
Oh no! Look what you've done.
Yeah, and
Well, I'm gonna need those funds because I want to buy some extra gold in the game. So
Doing game purchases.
and
Too real.
Don't do that. You're just
Grind.
like supporting Kang Tao. Don't do that stuff. I will give you some money.
You got money in the game?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, we're gonna have to run some
I'm
raids,
like
man.
level 23 now.
What?
damn.
You spend way too much time in that game.
I've been playing it for a while, so you know.
Well, maybe you
It's
can run me
nice.
through some things.
Yeah, and speaking of Wolf doing things, what we know, Wolf did a little bit of therapy, like you said, a little bit of rehab and therapy. More therapy than rehab for the empathy aspect, humanity loss and such. But what else did you do for your second week? You did a little hustling.
Yeah, I put it out there. I was available for some a gig, and I got a hit. It wasn't much of anything. I followed this young fixer around, very inexperienced. Specialized. I would have called him personally a street drug dealer, but hey, he was selling some real stuff. He calls himself Dr. Quick Fix. So, I followed him around, basically keeping him from getting his head blown off because he was an idiot. And I'm sure glad our fixer is so much better. And I made a couple of 100 eddies off of that, just doing nothing basically.
That's sweet.
Nice. Oh yeah. What about what did Phoenix end up getting into the 2 weeks? Any therapy or side hustling?
Side hustling, no therapy. I actually got hooked up with Emma. She needed some work. Actually got hooked up by another fixer. Hit me up. Little, kind of my same level, but they needed a net runner to help clear up some family issues. They had a problem with their net runner was shysting on them on their family records. So Emma went over there and cleaned it up for them. Got it all nice and tidy. So we're in with this new family, so that's good.
Nice.
And then my second week was interesting. Do you guys know Alley Cat?
Oh yeah, I know Alec Cass, the brain
I feel like I
dancer.
hadn't heard that name before.
I've
Heck
heard
yeah.
that.
The Doug Entertainer? Oh, I got hooked
yeah,
up
and
with her recently.
and anybody watching that's not familiar,
Crossover.
Alley Cats is actually she's a rocker in my weekly Sirenscape game I stream. I'm game master there, played by Ellen. Ellen Graham of Roll to Cast. She plays Alley Cats, an adult performer rocker on that team. Every Thursday you can tune in that. We're stream that tomorrow, so you can tune into that on the Sirenscape. But yeah, Phoenix. So go on. You ended up doing something for Alley Cats.
Yeah. Company was looking for a residence place. They were having a hard time finding somewhere to go. And since I recently came and inherited a little bit of a policy.
What were you doing? I'm sorry, I missed that. What was it?
Her management team needed a place for her venue. And since recently, remember, I got a big bag of sand. So I kind of used that up with my little hustle. I contacted some of the clubs for her, and I got actually Club Atlantis over in the Glen. I hooked up with them and had a little party down with them for a little bit. So now I'm in with them. Now, Alley Cat will be performing her thing because she's got a little promotion coming out with some chocolate and some bonbons. Did you guys hear about that? Oh, I'm so excited because, me and chocolate. I don't know if you guys know, that's my little secret. But, so, we got it all hooked up. I don't know what her performance is going to be, but they didn't want it at first. But like I said, I broke out that scene. So we had a ball. So now there's going to be there at that hoity-toity, and you have to dress really fancy. So all of us get to go in a few days. So if you guys got a little date, bring them along. But we got to dress fancy, really fancy. So Corp, we're gonna have to go shopping.
Like formal or black tie?
Almost like black tie. Like we want to be so fancy that bling bling that they don't want us in there.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, we
Oh,
gotta
is
have
this, is
that.
this where Alley Cats is gonna wear the chocolate dress that melts off her body?
Oh, I see.
I have no idea.
See,
Is that the one?
Wolf has
Uh,
heard
yeah.
of this.
Yeah,
Oh, you must
I
have
think
heard
I've,
the promotions for it. I don't know what she's gonna do, but I'm excited.
It sounds super cool. I'm in.
Hey, Cynthia, you want to be my date?
You know what? Sure.
Whoa.
I look to the other two.
This copy is getting
Oh, calm down,
steamy.
children.
It's like we weren't only waiting the entire season for this to happen. The entire week. It's like the end of. It's like the end of the season when the couple gets together. We're like, finally.
And with Team Veritas, we can actually do some promotion for this too, because it'd be really good for our social media, so it don't look like we're just calling down all the co-ops. So we can do
Hey, that's
that.
an excellent idea. I love that.
Okay.
Yes.
sounds great.
Yes, because we definitely need to keep up with these little hoity-toities, because I don't want to go to these low-income bars anymore. I want
No,
a fancy martini.
no more chrome
Working tight to
catheter.
the top.
No more
that's what
chrome
I'm gonna-
catheter.
Yeah, that sounds
Please,
fantastic. I need one of you ladies to help me like pick out some clothing that looks decent to wear to some kind of thing like that, though.
Ooh,
Oh,
shopping
You already
trip.
knew we got you handled. We'll all go together shopping. Oh, the perfect place to go to. I know this great boutique. I used to go shopping there all the time back in the day.
Nice, that's fun.
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing
Thanks.
there.
Yeah, I would say whoever has
You're coming too, Looper. If
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
going shopping with them, you're coming with me too.
I don't think any of that laundry we got out of those machines is gonna cover it.
Yeah, I'd say whoever has the highest wardrobe and style skill stat combo should do that roll and roll 20 for fun. Let me see
Probably
Uh,
Phoenix.
the
Yeah,
level. Yeah, I think it would either
Yeah,
be Phoenix or
Phoenix
Cynthia
has it.
possibly. I can't remember who has. Or no, you do have
Cynthia's
wardrobe and style,
good, right?
Phoenix.
what would that be?
Under
It's
cool.
in
I
your
think?
social skills.
Yeah, I think you probably do have pretty good because you have really good cool. I know that.
My wardrobe's a 4, my cool's an 8.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, you got me beat, bro.
That wasn't a very good
Yes.
roll though. That was a
No, I got a
critical
critical
failure.
fail.
Oh shoot.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh no!
What about you,
I'm
Cynthia? What do you think?
Ooh.
Yeah, Phoenix picks out some things, but it's just not fitting right. It's not working. It's not working.
Yeah.
Taking some risks there.
Let
We're
me see
gonna
if I
have-
can give this a shot. I'm gonna see if I can throw something together real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
Much
Ooh.
better. You got
Yeah.
a critical success.
Yeah, that was way better considering, it went from like 11 to 22. You pretty much doubled. You pretty much doubled the score. So Phoenix wasn't doing well.
Yay!
Maybe it's too early in the morning, but Cynthia, yeah, you nailed it. Everyone's looking nice.
Hell yeah!
Phoenix,
She came in with the money saved.
Capricious Nature in chat says Phoenix sneezes on your face as she does the makeover. It was a critical fail. So
God.
I think if that was in Fallout, that'd be a complication, right? Capricious Nature. But no, that's awesome. At least Cynthia hooked it up. So you guys got that. Phoenix hooked up the passes by hooking up Alley Cats with that venue for her signature series chocolate is what Wolf was referring to. That's awesome. A little crossover info for the streams. I'll have to let Ellen and that team know. Maybe we'll do a little some crossover mentions in that stream when the time comes for her event, which might actually be in stream. But Cynthia, what did Cynthia get into for the 2 weeks off?
Well, I did a little therapy. Shooting people's faces off kind of wears on you a little bit. Makes you feel a little guilty after a little while.
I've heard.
So I went to therapy, and then after that, immediately went to a spa day. Some self-care. Got my hair done. Felt great. Then I came back to the office and found piles and piles of paperwork. So I've been going through the contracts, reading through them, making adjustments, trying to catch like the little catch-22s that are hidden in there. Exec stuff.
Oh, I hope while you were over there, sorry, I haven't been back to the place in a couple days, binging on Yellow. But did you move? I was using. I was building a giant robot with those kibble builder blocks. I know it looks unfinished right now. Did you move it?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I left it
good.
alone. I didn't know what that was, so I just didn't touch it.
Oh,
Okay.
I ate that.
Damn it!
Those were tasty. They're crunchy
Was it the
too.
day I was doing all those meetings?
You're gonna
You
help
know-
me be real bad.
You know they're not supposed to be crunchy, Wolf. They start off chewy, but those have been out for 2 weeks.
Oh, I
Oh,
think they
God.
have some little
No.
pieces of brick or something in them. They're pretty crunchy.
That's true.
I'm just gonna assume you have a stomach of steel at this point, bud.
But any so you got therapy, Cynthia? Any side hustle?
No side hustle. I've been pretty much stuck into meetings and contract work.
Nice. And Ellie, you did have 2 weeks. I forgot to mention that. I know we rolled one of them. So I didn't know
I
you.
think, yeah, I think for her first week, she would have just done her normal job of like driving people around. So
So
yeah,
take
she-
100 eddies for that. Just the
yeah.
normal 9 to 5 vibe.
Yep. So yeah, that's what Ellie was doing. She went back to work. So back to the grind. Driving a lot of people around, just trying to get back into the swing of things. She kind of owes Night City Uber a vehicle. So she is working to pay that off and just kind of doing her usual 9 to 5. But other than that, because she's a little strapped for cash, even with the money that we made, she did a little bit of extra work for a friend of hers. Ellie actually has a lot of tattoos, and you might not have noticed this as a group because she tends to wear like long sleeve jackets and things like that, because when she's driving she tries to look a little more professional. But whenever she like takes her jacket off, you'll see like she has like sleeves of tattoos. And one of her tattoo artist friends, she did a side hustle for. She smuggled some synth coke and smash and all of the good stuff, as some members of our party would be very familiar with. So she helped get her some of that, some drugs, and from that she also, she got paid, and she also got a free tattoo from it. So I think she would have got a tattoo. I'm still trying to figure out what she would have gotten, because tattoos are a hard thing to think about.
Chat. Let's lean on chat a little bit. Let's see if they come up with some good ideas.
Chat.
And I know chat can be funny as hell. Chat, you can come with the jokes. That's fine. But let's come with something serious, something cool for Ellie as a nomad, a cool tattoo that she might get. I mean, don't get me wrong. You can drop some jokes. I know you guys are good at that shit, but.
And crew, I was thinking, and you might call this kind of corny, but me and my sister, we have matching tattoos that we got many years ago, and I feel like this past week we really got pretty close. So maybe I could pull some strings and we can all get a tattoo together.
Ooh.
Like a group tattoo.
Down.
We're done.
Someone's gonna have to hold my hand though.
I have room on my body.
Be cool. Get some cool
Yeah,
light tattoo.
Yeah.
Maybe like our Veritas logo and like a glowing
Yeah.
light tattoo.
Team Veritas. Just be branded for it.
Company goes bankrupt in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, no, I was trying to think of something that's kind of like centered around what we did in this past week. Like something, I don't know. I have to think on it.
Yeah, and while you're thinking of that, and chat, think of cool tattoo ideas for Ellie the Nomad. Ellie, while you're speaking to your sister and happen to bring up family and do that, just ironically, your agent goes off and rings, and it's a call from your family, from the Nomad family. It's your dad.
Oh, shoot. I haven't heard from them in a while. Hey, Dad.
Ellie, I know we haven't talked in a while, and you and your sister are off in the city doing your thing, but the family's making a big move. We had, some more corporate issues, a little run-in, with some transporting, and I really don't want to get into it on the phone, but just trust that the family needs you, and we're doing a big move, and we need all hands on wheels, all hands on flight. We're moving the whole family, the whole caravan, all vehicles, and we need you to help. It's probably going to take us a solid, solid 3 to 4 weeks to move and set up new camp. I hope you're not too wrapped up with working things. I already called Emma. She said to call you, and that she would work it out with you, but to go over it with you first.
Yeah. I can help out. We, just wrapped up a big job here. So yeah, I can make it out there and help with the move. I just, hope everything's okay. So is Emma coming too, or is she staying here?
No, we've called in all family. We've got extended family, all around the country. Everyone's coming in for this. This is, like I said, all hands on vehicles. Every vehicle, every caravan, every tent, build up, everything. It's a full move, full family move.
Damn. Okay, yeah. Just give me like a day or two, and I'll make my way out there ASAP.
All right, honey. We'll hit up Emma, and you know where we are. We'll be here.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, he hangs up. And just a little meta to fill in chat. Tracy, who plays Emma, has some work scheduling stuff. So this monthly campaign, she might not be able to make it at the end of every month, and she needs some time off for the work thing. So we're working it into gameplay. So Ellie's got to she's got to dip out from Team Veritas for a moment. She just got the call, as you heard. But I'll let Ellie explain it to the team while you're all sitting there. The team doesn't even have to do a human perception roll to tell her face just got real serious from this call.
Everything all right, Ellie?
Kinda, yeah. I got a call from my dad, who I haven't talked to in like years.
Everything okay?
Apparently our family they're moving. They're doing. He seems okay. I think immediately it's gonna be okay, but I think I need to be there for them.
Oh,
family always comes
How long
first.
are you going to be gone for?
Yeah, I think probably a couple of weeks at least. These things I know take a lot of time.
well, dang! What am I gonna do without my drinking buddy?
I know. Who's gonna drive your sorry asses around?
Oh,
Oh shit!
No,
You told us in the cast. Gotta be honest with you.
You go ahead. Who drives?
I do enjoy it. Let me be clear. Yeah.
Well, then we need to get our little tattoo on our little double before you head out of town.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Gotta have a little goodbye smashy smash.
Yeah, and Capricious Nature was suggesting possibly the tattoo being RoboCop wearing nomad leathers, driving your old car. Ellie, I think that's the Ellie tattoo, not the team tattoo.
Yeah.
And then Rook plays Looper here, says it should be in the Veritas news van.
That's actually cute. I kind of like that.
Yeah, for Cyberpunk, that totally would be like if you were really living in that world, and you had a little RoboCop tattoo wearing nomad leathers. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, I like it.
But yeah, in the meantime, while this conversation's going on, joking about the new tattoo that Ellie got, she's kind of showing it off. It's RoboCop and nomad leathers driving the Veritas news van. I'm kind of showing the loyalty to Veritas, suggesting everybody get it or get a Veritas tattoo, maybe that same one. But it's at that point too, Wolf, give me a perception roll, and feel free to drop your roll ability points into it.
All right.
How's everybody feeling about that tattoo? Anybody want that or just some other type of Veritas tattoo? Everybody digging on that Ellie Capricious Nature suggestion there, the RoboCop?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Cheek.
Hell yeah.
That's where Phoenix puts it. She's like, butt cheek.
Right on your butt cheek.
Oh my God.
That's funny. Your mic broke up a little. I swear, I thought you said chic. I thought you were like, oh, it's chic. But you said, yeah. But hey, putting it on your butt cheek is chic too.
Butt cheek chic.
Oh, Australis Place says the tattoo is Ellie leaning up against the grill of her car wearing the outfit Mel Gibson wears in the Mad Max movies. That would be awesome, actually. That's a great one, too. Maybe she has that huge on her back. It's a big back piece. She's had it forever.
Oh my god.
Can't imagine she doesn't have her car tattooed on her somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
I think I would get mine on my shoulder, like right here. Actually, over my
Nice.
heart.
What about Looper?
Right on his lower back, kind of just like not tramp stamp low, but I mean like
Should be.
right near the shoulder blades there.
Great hips. You should honestly do the tramp stamp, dude.
I should do the tramp stamp.
Yeah.
We got one.
Start
butt
wearing
cheek,
crop
we
top
got
while you're at
one.
it.
You know what? Let's Looper gets a tramp stamp. Why the fuck not?
Where would Wolf put it?
Probably on my left arm, opposite my military tattoo on my right arm.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
You guys are discussing that, and Wolf, even through the jokes, the talk of the tattoo, the possible scheduling, you see out the window, it just catches your eye, very Solo-like. I mean, you can't help but be a Solo. It pulls you in. You see through the crowded streets, across the street, a couple buildings down, there's kind of a blacked out vehicle, and it looks like you're being watched. You can see, you're not seeing like, weapon scope flash or whatever, but you just with that perception, you can tell you're being watched.
Okay, no identifying marks on the vehicle or anything, just blacked out.
Yeah.
Hey, so we can continue talking about this tattoo and don't be obvious, but if you look straight out, someone's keeping an eye on us. Black van, blacked out windows. Continue talking to them normally.
I mean,
Either we're gonna get kidnapped or we're leaving, right?
maybe they just want an autograph.
I
Little
really
bit
would hope
both.
so.
Kidnapped by a fan.
That does sound like the most terrifying thing that could happen to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Then, Looper, your phone goes off. You're getting a call from that same number that Vicky at Danger Girl. If you remember, you usually get a call from their ad person, but when you broke that big story, Vicky, a little higher up in chain, called you. I think I slipped up and called her Sasha at one point in the last stream. I was rewatching that the other day. And I kind of flipped back and forth between Vicky and Sasha. I don't know why, but I did it. I don't know. But her name is Vicky.
I thought it was two different people, honestly, when you were doing it.
Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, Looper, Vicky's calling you from Danger Girl.
Morning, Vicky.
Hey, Looper, you guys very busy? You just hanging out, grabbing a bite to eat or something?
Yeah, getting some breakfast. What's up?
Nice. Yeah, why don't, whenever you all are done, can you stop in the office? I'd like to have a little meeting, talk about a possible gig, maybe something you all can help with. This last story you broke, and especially that updated release I saw you post the other day. It was impressive. We're kind of in the same boat with solving crimes, busting stories and such, but that's not really our specialty to kind of do the follow-up, and that's where we're kind of lacking. We break these things wide open, and then the courts, the police, everything just washes it away, lets them out. It's just it's a revolving door, and there's nothing we can do. But with you breaking stories the way you do after these cases, it's impressive, and it seems to make some serious changes for the positive. It kind of makes these things stick, and that's what we'd like to discuss. We got a couple things we could use some help with, making some things happen, and then doing some follow-up to make sure it sticks. But yeah, when you guys are done grabbing something to eat, why don't you come on into the office?
Yeah, we'll get right on that. Yeah, all right, we'll give you a call if anything comes up, and we'll see you in there in a couple hours.
All right, thanks so much. Bye.
Yeah.
She hangs up.
I guess something new going on with Danger Girl. Danger Gal, they got something. Looks like they got something for us. So looks like the work's coming to us.
Wow, what are
Told ya.
what are
Ellie,
we
you're
gonna do
jumping.
that Danger Girl can't handle though?
Ew.
They're pretty, good at what they do.
Yeah, but
It might
maybe
just
we're
be
better.
something they normally don't address.
We're gonna make some more enemies.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's every day, right?
It's pretty on brand for us at this point.
Yeah.
As long as I don't have to change my face, I'm okay. We learned our lessons last time. Cover our faces.
True.
True.
So is our friends in the van still paying attention to us out there?
No, you look back, and the van's actually gone. You look back just in time to see it driving away.
Did you
Alright.
catch a license plate?
Yeah, catch anything on it? Was there any markings on tag
No,
or
it
anything?
pulled away, and like you saw earlier, no major markings.
It's not suspicious or anything. Fine.
No. That's fair.
You know,
Yeah.
nothing says safety like blackout van watching you.
At least it wasn't white and said free candy, so
Oh yeah, that's the point. That's the point.
And then Donna walks up. Donna walks up and puts the bill down. Here you go. Here's the bill. Just pay it when y'all's ready. And was everything good?
Yeah,
Oh,
Pretty
that's
good.
great.
Pancakes are pretty solid.
Cream.
All right.
fantastic.
And you, wow, you finished everything. Do you want any dessert? She's looking at you, Wolf.
Hey, do you have pie? Do you have any of those synth apple pie?
Oh yeah. I'll get you what
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah,
flavor? I'll program it now.
apple would be fantastic.
Sure.
Did you-
Right now.
Did she say she's gonna program that pie?
Yeah.
Hey, don't knock it until you tried it, Looper.
We have over 154 flavor combinations. I
I get a peach cobbler.
Of course.
Sweet.
Yeah, she goes back.
Hey.
What was that?
I said, can you mix it with the peach and the other one his together? I want a combo.
Of course. Yeah.
Send me that and another cup of coffee, please. I'm still sleepy.
Oh yeah, more coffee, please. That would be fantastic.
You just leave the pot here, actually.
That's fair.
Okay. Yeah, I'll put that in the to-go. And she pours it into a huge cup, sets it down with the top. Comes back with some synth pies, hot, smelling, kind of like the flavors you described, very synthetic versions of. But everybody gets their pies. You get your coffees to go. You got your bill. Donna, as she's kind of walking away, she's like, all right, I hope you had a good visit. She starts walking away. And she kind of like looks back and looking at the table.
Oh,
Make
Good
sure
bill.
we throw a tip down for her. Good tip
How
for her.
much?
come on, everyone's throwing about 10.
Oh, dude. How much? Oh no. I'm just gonna
I just threw down 10 eddies.
pay
That's
for
it.
100.
Out of corporate money. Bam.
My money. Out of my personal money, yeah. I don't know how this tipping thing works, okay? I didn't have to do this when I was younger. I don't do math. I just throw money at problems.
I'm sorry, and you're in charge of the money?
I'm
We're gonna
sorry.
have another meeting.
I might need a chainsaw operation.
Anna's going to be thrilled when she sees that.
Oh yeah, Donna comes running back because as she was going in, she looks back and she's like, she drops the dirty plates on the ground. She comes racing right back and like scoops them. Like, oh my god, thank you so much. Anything else? Anything else? She starts cleaning the table in front of you, Cynthia, and like she starts straightening up your clothes and straightening up Looper's clothes. Like, everybody okay? And she's like dusting off shoulders and like,
Jesus.
oh my god, no one ever tips this well.
Veritas does.
Yeah, we just had a
Remember
big story
Veritas.
break, so we're celebrating. So you might as well celebrate with us.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll come back anytime. Yeah, she takes everything and scoots off. Everybody has their pies, their coffees to go. This is where we'll end the session. I know we wanted to keep it just over an hour. Tracy has pre-engagements. And like I said, Ellie's got to go off and deal with family because Tracy player has work engagements. So that's why we kind of work that in. I want to be clear with people in chat.
Looper and
but it's an open door. Ellie can maybe come back, maybe make an appearance. We'll see what happens in the future for her after helping family. What was that, Looper?
I was gonna say Looper and Ellie are totally going out to grab a smash, or two.
Hell
Push
yeah.
heads out.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, and Wolf saw that van come. Looper got the call from Danger Girl to go have that meeting. Van takes off. You got your pie, your coffee, pay. Head over to Danger Girl to have that meeting. We'll say maybe for the sake of streaming at the next Wednesday, last Wednesday of next month. Since Ellie is going to be off with family, maybe we can say that during that conversation with Vicky, she says, why don't you come in, later this afternoon instead of after you're done eating. That way we have a little bit of a gap there where Ellie can pack up her things, spend time with the team, maybe like Looper said, maybe go grab a drink, go grab some lunch this afternoon, and get your tattoos, have a proper send-off with her and Emma. And then go have your meeting with Danger Girl. And that's where we'll start our session the last Wednesday of next month with you guys walking into the Danger Girl offices. That being said, I want to do my quick little outro, starting off with my shout out to all my supporters on Patreon. Seriously, you guys are the fuel on my fire. Kevin Moreno, Joseph Holder, William Huddleston, Naomi Madlass were here with us playing. Jamie Minch in chat, who also created some NPCs as part of that tier on Patreon, who I think were even mentioned tonight. Looper mentioned hanging out with her, Vero, at her Braindance Cafe. John Effort, Leaded Coffee, Michael Edmonds, a.k.a. Kira, Chris Anderson, Dolan Pondsmith, Matt James, GM Reservoir Panda, Rothan, who's Renegade 420, who was here in chat. Thanks for joining us. Revolver Gray, Steve Barr of Sirenscape. Again, shout out to Sirenscape, an official sponsor here. Zeno, Zach Capricious Nature, who has his gameplay with us every week. Cyber Smiley, who also runs a series with us called Tales from the Forlorn Dopes with wisdom of Data Fortress 2020. Check that out. There's some icons of Cyberpunk, been around a long time. Their sites have been awesome since the days of 2020, and up till now, Cyber Smiley's been doing lots of updates there. Raven, Andy Stretton, Copious Salt, and Tracy Goodwin, who is also one of Capricious Nature's players for the Fallout game. They're awesome cosplay and prop use there. Make sure you tune into that gameplay as well. And subscribe, follow Cybernation Uncensored on Twitch, YouTube, anywhere you see us on social media. Lots of gameplay videos. I would love to see you there all the time. Let's go around the table. Everybody remind people where they can find you online so they can give you a follow, a subscribe, or whatever you need. Val, my beautiful wife, why don't you start it off?
Yep, Big Val. Find me at Twitter at cyber_Valerie.
You got it.
Yay! Thanks for watching, everybody, and it's fun playing with Tracy.
Yes.
We'll play with you soon. Can't wait to watch you play Dune.
I'm excited about one.
It's gonna be exciting. I'm so excited for Dune too. Like, I'm so passionate about Cyberpunk. It's like, in my heart, it's been my roots and everything. I was excited to dabble some in Fallout because of the Modiphius sponsorship, and then they hooked up some Dune, and I love branching out in the different worlds. But absolutely, Dune, I am extra excited about because I love that world, the whole vibe of it. Just the aesthetics and stuff. It's just, I can't wait to get into it. And then the fact we have an all-femme cast doing the whole Benny Gesserit thing, it's going to be really unique. So I can't wait to see how that plays out, or if we just break the game by doing that weird team. I don't know what's going to happen. We're going to find out. We'll see what happens. But yeah, Will.
My name is Will, and you can find me at Billy Huddles on Twitter. Should we say it? The very first playthrough I ever saw of anyone playing Cyberpunk was Miss Magitech, GMing. So it was like playing with a celebrity here. So it was actually so much fun playing with you, and I hope we get to have you back.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Jancic. Hey, look at I used your proper nickname this time, Jancic.
There we go. I'm Jancic. You can find me in most social media as Jancic _1. And it was great playing with you, Tracy. And like Will, the first one I watched was Biotechnica or Bust.
Oh my gosh!
Absolutely,
I can't believe all you guys watched that one. That's awesome.
And that was my first introduction to
That's so
it
funny.
on here. So it was great playing with you.
That's awesome. Naomi.
My name's Naomi. You can find me under Madlass McGee. Tracy, I'm gonna miss you, but I'll be excited when you come back.
Yay.
Hell yeah!
And
what was that?
yeah, that's it.
Sorry, I interrupted there. No, and I already did my outro, so I'll just say, again, Tracy, I'm going to miss you. And there's always an open door and open seat at any of my tables, but I will see you soon for the Dune, so I won't miss you that long. I'll be seeing you soon anyways. Right. Yeah. But Tracy, why don't you get last words here? Tell everybody where they can find you online. Everybody make sure you follow and subscribe to Tracy.
Yes, thank you. Thanks, guys, for the kind words. That was very kind. But yeah, I'm Tracy, also known as Miss Magitech. I do stream on my own channel, twitch.tv/MissMagitech, where I do play D&D. I mostly play D&D right now, but I will say that Cyberpunk Red is honestly one of my favorite worlds to play in, or Cyberpunk is one of my favorite worlds to play in. And that's why, I started, the minute the book came out, I was making all that content, and I just jumped right in it. And it's one of the ones I feel the most confident GMing and also playing in the world. So, yeah, that's why I just can't say no to Cyberpunk whenever it happens. Whenever it's you want to play Cyberpunk? I'm like, yes. So I do want to come back, and I probably will hit you up, Rob, later this year, because just right now it's kind of a crunch time for me at work. And I got a new job last year, and it's just been kind of crazy, or promoted at my job. And so it's just been kind of crazy getting everything situated. So I do kind of want to come back because you guys are actually just I feel like we have so much fun when we play, and always just laughing. And yeah, I don't know. I like the vibe of this group. So I want to come back. Awesome. Well, anytime. Yeah. Hell yeah, anytime. Yeah. So yeah, again, everybody make sure you follow, subscribe. We're the last Wednesday of every month. And, yeah, sad to say bye to Tracy, but we'll see everybody next time.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Cyber Nation